Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading. This reading is going to be on Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and how they feel about performing at Wireless Fest. I also want to see if Cardi B actually going to sell out. Before we get into this, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So let's start off with Nicki Minaj. How does she feel about performing at Wireless Fest? Because she hasn't performed in a long time. How does Nicki Minaj feel about performing at Wireless Fest in the UK? Nicki Minaj. Interesting. So we got the Two of Wands. That talks about expansion. That talks about growth. Okay. So that means that she's very excited to actually, get to see her fans overseas. And also she feels like it's a good look for her. Okay. Especially now that the show has sold out. The Six of Swords, that talks about a release of baggage. A weight has been lifted off her shoulder because she didn't think that she would be able to really do this again. Okay. We also have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and that talks about her being prepared for the worst in a sense. Remember my earlier video I did where I said that, she needs to be a little bit wary about people trying to sabotage her concert. That's already been like a thought in the back of her mind, the Ten of Swords, because she's had so many bad experiences in the past that it's almost like she's mentally preparing herself and she's trying to, cross her T's and dot her I's. The Seven of Swords, that talks about, her being wary about people being, sneaky or betraying her, people on her team betraying her. So she is thinking about that. She's trying to make sure that everybody does what they're supposed to do. That is a thought process on her mind. And like I said before, I was thinking about it because I was like, there's been like 5 shows where, something has went wrong. And I don't feel like it's all an accident, okay? And she needs to act like Beyonce. And as soon as she has the mic in her hand and something happens, she needs to say, somebody is getting fired, okay? She needs to fire them on a spot. Because at the end of the day, you can't have situations like that occurring all the time. Okay? And then we also have the Six of Cups, and that talks about a lack of playfulness. She wants to have a good time with her fans and, the people that came to see her. But this is also business. She got paid to perform at Wireless Fest. So she wants to make sure that everything goes the way it's supposed to go. Okay? So she is excited, but she's also, very prepared for the worst. Okay, she's trying to prepare for the worst. Let's see. Will anybody try to sabotage Nicki Minaj at Wireless Fest? Will there be any sabotaging at the Wireless Fest concert in the UK for Nicki Minaj? Will anybody try to sabotage Nicki Minaj at Wireless Fest? I'm going to say this. I do feel like there is an energy of somebody really trying her, okay? The Six of Pentacles, that talks about her sharing information, paying people to kind of be on their P's and Q's, making sure that she's watching everybody, okay? So she's going to be telling her teams to, her team to kind of watch out for certain things. The Nine of Swords in reverse. This is going to cause her a bit of stress. Okay, the Nine of Swords, that represents stress, sadness. So I do feel like somebody will try her. Okay, and then the Eight of Swords in reverse, that talks about negative thoughts. So she is thinking about the worst. I do feel like somebody will try her. I'm not going to lie. And the Ace of Cups in reverse, that talks about repressed emotions. Okay. We also have the death card that talks about an ending of something. Okay, and then we also have the tower card. That means a tower moment could possibly happen. Okay, a tower moment, that's a change, that's a switch. And usually it's not for the good. But we just got to make sure that we give Nicki Minaj some positive vibes. It's not until July anyway. So we got roughly, what, 4 months or so. But I do feel like somebody will try her. Okay? And like I said before, you know, you just got to be prepared for the worst. Okay? Because there's been way too many instances where something has happened. Okay, so let's move on to Cardi B. How does she feel about performing at Wireless Fest? Cardi B. How does she feel about performing at Wireless Fest? Cardi B. How does Cardi B feel about performing at Wireless Fest? I feel like there's a mixed reaction. I feel like she is happy. The Chariot card that talks about her thinking that this is a successful opportunity for her. We also have the Empress card that talks about, you know, feeling good, feeling nurturing. Also, this could represent codependency. Like, she's kind of happy that she's not doing this by herself because technically she does have openers, which is normal for anybody headlining. The Three of Swords that talks about heartbreak. So I don't think she really likes the fact that people are kind of paying attention to the fact that her tickets haven't sold out yet. Okay, so she is worried about the success of the concerts, okay, because, you know, she got paid for 2 shows. So I think she said 2.3 million. That's what she was bragging about. And then we also have the Ace of Wands that talks about growth. This talks about potential. So she feels like, you know, this will be a good look for her to get more fans overseas too. The Seven of Cups that talks about opportunities. So she feels like it's a good idea for her to, you know, do shows overseas to get more fans, you know, be an international superstar. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That could kind of represent work-home conflict, okay? Because, you know, she is a mother of 2 and she says she got 16 jobs. So, you know, she might have some conflict with, you know, all the other things that she have going on. And that's also, you know, something that she's kind of thinking about. But she does feel like it's a good idea for her to perform overseas because, you know, that's going to help her, you know, gain more fans. Will Cardi be able to sell out both shows at Wireless Fest? Will Cardi B be able to sell out both shows at Wireless Fest? Cardi B. Okay, this card wants to come out. Will Cardi B be able to sell out both shows at Wireless Fest? Cardi B. Cardi B, will she be able to sell out both shows at Wireless Fest in 2022? I'll be honest with you. Organically, I'm not really seeing a sellout, okay? Organically. Now, people are like, well, how can you finesse that? Well, in hindsight, okay, and I'm just going to tell you a story that's already public. Not saying that, you know, Cardi B is going to do this, but 50 Cent bought out a few seats, like I think it was like 3 rows of seats at an Ashanti concert because he doesn't like Ashanti, okay? And she thought it was sold out. But it was 50 Cent who bought out like 3 rows of seats, and she found out afterwards during the show that obviously, you know, it wasn't sold out. But she thought it was, Okay, so I'm just saying hypothetically, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't necessarily see organicness because the Five of Pentacles is here. That talks about a lost. Then we have the Hangman that talks about stalemate. We have, the Eight of Wands that talks about, an imbalance. Okay. We also have the Emperor card here in reverse. That talks about a lack of, an excessiveness. We also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. That talks about, impulsiveness. So it kind of means that it wasn't necessarily the smart move to be the headliner, but she thought it was a smart move so she can gain more fans, and she felt like she had the hype. Okay. But overall, I don't feel like she's going to be completely, upset about this. Okay, she's just going to take her L or whatever. The Knight of Cups that talks about her being content. She's still going to put on a show if it doesn't sell out. The King of Cups that talks about passion, that talks about creativity. It's kind of going to motivate her a little bit even more. Maybe on the music side of things, because I don't feel like she has a deep-rooted passion in music, but it's going to motivate her a little bit more. And then the Two of Swords in reverse, that talks about indecision, okay? Stalemate, overload. We do have the Four of Pentacles that talks about she still will get, she'll be getting paid still. It's not like they're going to take the money back because, she's in a contract. But I will say this, I don't feel like organically everybody's going to buy a ticket, okay? I know she got to July, so things could change. Okay, hopefully it does change. But I'm not seeing it right now. I do feel like she will gain more fans because the Three of Wands, that talks about expansion and growth. Okay, so I feel like right now, probably not. But then again, she don't got no new music. So that could be a reason too. Anyway, but also not really. Like I said before, she released music in 2021. So it's not really an excuse. And it's like, I know people are saying, well, she don't got no new music in 2022, but technically, I mean, she released like 5 songs in 2021. Up went #1, Rumors went #4 on Billboard. There's technically no excuse, but I get what they're trying to say. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and have an amazing day.